If you're watching this, you know the pull of temptation. This is Ellie Carson's story of betrayal, a twisted tale that'll grip you tight and never let go. Subscribe if you've ever craved something you knew was wrong, because this story bitter heat changes everything. I can't sleep. Henry Carson's snoring fills our overpriced Manhattan bedroom. The clock reads 5:17 a.m. Then I hear it, a soft, rhythmic sound drifting down the hall. Caleb's room. Henry's nephew, not his son, a 22-year-old drifter taken in out of pity. I tell myself I'm just checking on him. Liar. The hardwood chills my bare feet as I creep toward his door. The sound grows louder, sharper. My pulse races. I should turn back, but I don't. Slow, sultry music hums through the air. His door's ajar. Through the crack, I see him. Caleb bathed in the blue glow of his laptop, shirtless, his hand moving low. He's more than I ever imagined. My breath catches. I bite my lip. Our eyes lock. He knows I'm watching, but he doesn't stop. A smirk curls his lips like he's been waiting for this moment. "Leave," Caleb murmurs, but his eyes scream, "Stay." My body burns. Henry hasn't touched me like this in years. Fear claws at me, but it's drowned by want. His voice is a dare. My hand pushes the door wider. The music swells. In that moment, I'm not his aunt by marriage. I'm just a woman, and he knows exactly how to unravel me. When he reaches for me, I step forward instead of running. "This is wrong," I whisper, but my body betrays me. His touch is fire searing away years of neglect. I avoid Caleb's room all day. Last night's memory scorches behind my eyelids. Every blink brings his sweat on my skin, that smug look when he caught me staring. My coffee tastes like shame at breakfast. "You look tired," Henry mutters, barely glancing up from his paper. I choke on my toast. Caleb's fork scrapes his plate, loud, deliberate. When I dare to look, his predator eyes lock on mine, chewing slow like he's already tasted me. The laundry room is my refuge, or so I thought. Detergent and steam fill the cramped space as I fold Henry's monogrammed shirts. The door slams shut. "Miss me?" Caleb's chest presses against my back before I can turn. His arms cage me against the counter. His heat seeps through my thin dress. "We can't," I stammer. "You can," he whispers, lips grazing my neck. "You want to." His knee slides between my thighs. I'm trembling, exposed, wanting. The laundry spills as I turn to face him, a mistake, that knowing smirk. He grabs my wrist, pressing my palm against the hard ridge in his jeans. My hand fits too well. God help me I don't pull away. That's how it starts. Not with flowers or promises, but a rough grip on my hips and the first taste of what I've been missing. When Caleb's bedroom door slams shut behind us, reality cracks. His hands are everywhere, tangling in my hair, sliding down my spine, gripping my hips hard enough to leave bruises I'll hide tomorrow. His cologne mixes with something darker, primal, as he pins me to the wall. "Say it," he demands, breath hot against my lips. "Say you've thought about this." I should lie. Instead, I moan as his teeth graze my neck. Every night the bed creaks beneath us as Caleb yanks my dress over my head. Moonlight stripes his chiseled chest. A predator savoring his prey. "Look at you," he whispers, calloused fingers tracing my trembling stomach. Wasted on him. His mouth finds my skin, and I arch off the mattress with a gasp. Henry never touched me with this hunger, this possession. Each flick of Caleb's tongue, each bite sends shock straight through me. Bigger than you imagined, he smirks, hand sliding lower. Good thing Henry sleeps like the dead. We get reckless. The pool house at midnight. The kitchen counter while Henry showers. Once, God forgive me, against Henry's desk, Caleb's hands under my skirt. Each risk thrills me more than the act itself. The close calls Henry's keys jingling at the front door. Caleb adjusting himself at dinner while I squirm. "You're insatiable." Caleb laughs into my throat one afternoon, pinning me against the dryer. He's not wrong. After years of neglect, my body's a live wire sparking with every touch. I crave how he sees me, not a wife, not an aunt, but his. The cracks show. Henry notices first. "You're different," he says one evening, squinting over his scotch. I nearly drop my glass, smiling more, touching your hair. His eyes narrow like when we first met. I force a smile across the table. Caleb's fork scrapes. His foot slides up my bare calf under the table, that damn smirk burning my cheeks. Guilt hits like a freight train. In the shower, scrubbing my bruised skin, Caleb yanks the curtain aside. "Stop thinking," he orders, stepping in, clothes and all, to kiss me senseless under scalding water. "You're mine now." Like the weak, starving thing I've become, I let him claim me again. A crash of porcelain snaps me awake. I bolt from bed, Caleb's touch still lingering. Downstairs, Henry's voice booms. "Ellie, you up, teacup?" My stomach twists. The cup I left on Caleb's nightstand. I slip into a robe as Henry appears holding shards. "Found this outside Caleb's room," he says, too calm. "Know how it got there?" Behind him, Caleb leans in his doorway, shirtless, smirking. Our eyes lock. My whisper trembles. In that moment, I'm not afraid of being caught. The broken cup glints like shattered promises. Henry's hand shakes, holding the pieces. "Explain this," he says, voice deadly quiet. Caleb stretches lazily. "Just checking on me," he cuts in, like a good aunt should. Henry's face darkens. He turns, eyes flicking between us. Caleb's smug grin snaps something in him. The first punch slams Caleb into the wall. "You sick bastard," Henry snarls. They become animals, growling, bleeding, wrecking everything. A lamp shatters. Picture frames crash like glass rain. I scream for them to stop, but rage consumes them. Caleb, younger, stronger, pins Henry down. "She begged for it." He hisses, bloody knuckles raised. Henry looks at me, betrayal cutting deeper than any blade. Police lights stain the walls blue. Henry cuffed on the curb, one eye swollen shut. Caleb, cursing, is loaded into an ambulance. The cop, taking my statement, looks disgusted. I smooth my dress over fresh bruises on my thighs, marks Caleb left hours ago. "Ma'am, this yours." He holds up a pregnancy test from Caleb's trash. Positive. I pack frantically, passport cash, the emerald necklace Henry gave me for our 12th anniversary. The Uber idles outside as I scroll a note. "I'm sorry you had to learn the truth this way. Pathetic, but the truth is worse." The penthouse elevator opens. Marcus, Henry's business partner, steps out with 2 champagne flutes. "Took you long enough," he smirks. 6 months of secret meetings, late-night work dinners. "I'll take care of you," he whispers, skin against mine. I step into his arms as the doors close. "A fresh start," he murmurs. The champagne burns going down. A year later, news breaks while I cradle my newborn. Henry Langley, ex-CEO, files for bankruptcy. Another headline, Caleb arrested again for assault. Marcus's arm wraps around me. "Good riddance," he says. Outside our high-rise, the city sparkles. I smile. Some women drown in their mistakes. Others learn to swim. I've always chosen the fall. The penthouse reeks of expensive champagne and fresh betrayal. Marcus strokes my shoulder as we watch the sunset over New York. Our city now. The diamond on my left hand glints. Tomorrow, a wedding band joins it. To us, he whispers, clinking glasses. The bubbles burn like the lies I've swallowed. At 5:17 a.m., the baby cries. I rock her mechanically as the bedroom TV hums. Caleb Langley, disgraced, bailed out after a rehab brawl. His mugshot shows him, gaunt eyes sunken, but those blue eyes still burn. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. She has my eyes. Ice floods my veins. The prison visiting room smells of bleach and regret. Henry looks older, thinner. His wedding ring's gone. I just want to understand, he rasps. Was any of it real? Baby Sophie coos in my arms. I open my mouth to lie. Then she grabs my emerald pendant, the one Henry gave me. His breath hitches. You named her after my mother. The guard calls time. Marcus waits at the penthouse, furious. Where were you? Sophie wails. I clutch her as he steps closer. His cologne, Caleb's brand, cuts my throat. Visiting an old friend, I whisper. His slap sends me crashing into the hall table. Sophie screams as my elbow smashes a glass vase from our first date. Blood drips onto white marble. Marcus freezes. So do I. Then I remember Marcus comforting me after finding Henry's emails, knowing Caleb's hotel, suggesting everything. The Uber screeches to a women's shelter. Sophie sobs as a counselor leads us to a barren room. You're safe now, she promises. Safety's a myth. I know that better than anyone. A week later, a note arrives. No return address. 2 words in familiar handwriting I know, and a photo of the penthouse, the broken vase, a single emerald glued to it. My trembling hands clutch Sophie as rain pounds the shelter's windows. Some secrets can't stay buried. Some debts demand payment. The shelter's fluorescent lights buzz like angry wasps as I rock Sophie to sleep. 3 weeks since we fled Marcus's penthouse. 3 weeks jumping at shadows. Then the cafeteria TV blares breaking news. Prominent businessman Marcus Voss found dead, apparent suicide. My plastic fork snaps. The photo isn't his penthouse, it's ours. A message pings. Unknown number, M. I shouldn't go, but the shelter walls close in, and Sophie needs medicine from the diaper bag we left. The penthouse is dark as I punch in the code. The safe's open. Inside my passport, a first-class ticket to Miami and a paternity test. Sophie Langley, 99.7% match to Caleb Langley. I spin. Caleb leans in the bedroom doorway like that first night, but the smirk's gone, replaced by something colder. You really thought I'd let you run with my daughter? The balcony doors open, city lights flickering below. He paces the paternity test crumpled in his fist. I knew the moment I saw her, he says. Those eyes. Mine. I clutch Sophie tighter. Marcus orchestrated it all, Caleb says. Played us. Even got Sophie to steal documents from Henry's office. You knew, I gasp. He laughs bitter. I know everything. How he manipulated you, made you think I was the monster. Security footage slides across the marble floor. Marcus spiking Henry's drink. Marcus whispering to cops after Caleb's arrest. Marcus hurt other women, Caleb says. Dawn paints the sky pink as he presses a gun into my hand. He's still out there, the real monster. Sophie reaches for him, cooing. For the first time his mask cracks. His fingers tremble, touching her cheek. I can protect you both, he whispers, but you have to trust me. The gun weighs 1,000 pounds. Sirens wail outside. 2 days later, police find Marcus floating in the Hudson. Gunshot to the head, ruled a suicide. No suspects. Caleb's message pings as I board the plane. She'll know her father when I'm ready. Beside you. Sophie chews the emerald pendant, now fitted with a tiny tracking chip under the stone just in case. The Miami villa is everything I dreamed: sea breeze, endless sun, and monthly envelopes. No return address, just crisp hundreds and a single photo. Caleb at a construction site. Caleb in a suit at a parole hearing. Caleb smiling with a woman who isn't me. I shred the last letter and text him. She's walking now. His reply is instant video call tomorrow afternoon. I stare at the message as Sophie toddles toward the shore. Some chains don't break, they just rearrange. Her tiny hands build a sandcastle as waves creep closer. My voice cracks. The funny thing about monsters? Live with them long enough, you start to miss their teeth. The video call chimes on time. I hesitate, but Sophie's on my hip, her fingers in my hair. The screen flickers. Caleb, older, leaner, a scar cutting his left brow. His blue eyes lock on Sophie. "Say hi to Daddy," I whisper, forcing cheer. She buries her face in my neck. His jaw tightens. She's still scared of me. The accusation hangs as Bali's sunset paints the villa orange. Months later, he arrives unannounced, soaked from tropical rain, a duffel slung over his shoulder. Sophie peeks around my leg, then squeals as he pulls a stuffed dolphin from behind his back. "You kept the tracker," he says, watching her play in the garden. I sip coffee, avoiding his eyes. Old habits. Silence stretches until he drops the bomb. Henry's out. My mug shatters on the tile. Security footage plays on Caleb's laptop. Henry, silver-haired but still commanding, walks free from court. Marcus's suicide reclassified as murder. New evidence, my emails to Marcus, my fingerprints on the gun. "They think it's you," Caleb says softly. Sophie's laughter echoes from the pool with her nanny. It sounds obscene. "You set me up," I choke. He turns the laptop. A time-stamped photo me leaving Marcus's building an hour before his death. "We protect what's ours," he murmurs, tucking hair behind my ear. "Didn't you always say that police arrive at dawn?" "I'm ready." Sophie's whisked to a private airstrip with Caleb's trusted guard, Lila Montgomery. "Interpol says you're under arrest for Marcus Voss's murder." Through the window, Caleb leans against a black SUV, Sophie in his arms. His eyes meet mine as they cuff me. No smirk, no triumph, just those deep blue eyes watching as his final piece falls into place. 3 years later, the prison library smells of old paper and despair. My lawyer slides a photo across the table. Sophie grinning in a princess costume, Caleb crouched beside her at Disneyland. "He's filing for full custody," she says. "With your life sentence, I'll watch my daughter's face through plexiglass." The guard calls time. The TV above the vending machine flashes news of Caleb Langley's engagement to a Supreme Court judge's daughter. I smile. Some games never end, they just change players. My reflection glints in the prison window, Sophie's photo pressed to the glass. My whisper lingers. The most dangerous monsters aren't the ones chasing you. They're the ones you create. Thank you, my incredible viewers. If this hit you, join us. Subscribe.